Hey guys, Angel here. I wanted to share with you some tips for when you're getting ready to make your first post to Facebook so that you can begin building credibility, adding value, and start to gain a following. So when you're first starting out, it's very important that you start making posts that kind of reveal this new part of your life. And that's what it is. It's a part of your life. So my first tip to you is to remember that it's not all of who you are. Beachbody is only one part of your life, just as crafting or your faith or your kids or your husband or, skateboarding, whatever it is that you do. Beachbody is one of those things that you do. So it's not all of who you are, and so therefore not all of your posts should be centered around Beachbody. So try to keep sort of an 80-20 balance. Some people even like a 90-10 balance. So the majority of your posts are about all the other things in your day and in your life. And only 10-20% of what you post is going to be directly mentioning Beachbody, Beachbody products, Beachbody programs, Shakeology, and any kind of challenge group invitation, those types of posts. You don't want to overwhelm, and you don't want to always be shouting at people to join my challenge group, 21 Day Fix on sale, because that's going to turn people off. If that's all you ever talked about in your normal everyday conversations, then people would get disinterested in conversations with you pretty quickly. So think of your Facebook page and your posts on your personal profile page as an ongoing conversation that you're having with people, and try not to overwhelm them. Okay? So my next point for you, or tip, would be that everything that you post, your content, should add value to other people's lives. So start thinking about who it is that you are wanting to attract, and then I would say in order to do that, start thinking of who your best friend is. Who are your already current friends, people in your life who get you, they love you, they jive with you, they get your personality, they like some of the same things that you do. When you're making a post, you want to craft your post to speak directly to those people. So in other words, you're being true to who you are. You're not trying to be someone else or be fake. There's a lot, I know that sometimes we feel the pressure to kind of look perfect or look like the ideal Beachbody coach, or that would be the same as me saying that I need to look like the fitness models in the magazines, or I need to look like the actresses on the movie screen at all times. It's just unrealistic, and it's actually not what people are looking for, and not what you want for your Beachbody business. When you're trying to attract people, you want them to be able to feel that they really can connect with you, the real you, as a person. So when I say that you want to post valuable content, you want to make sure that it's something that people want to see, want to read, and want to hear every day. It needs to be entertaining, and it needs to be valuable. It needs to be something that people look forward to seeing every day from you. Those are the things that you want to post about. So I mentioned act as if you are speaking to your best friend, or that, when you're thinking about who you used to be before Beachbody started, solving all these providing all these solutions for you as it concerns your health and fitness journey. Think of who you used to be. Think of all the women or the men who that represents, and speak to your old self, because that's the person that you are trying to attract, so that you can form friendships with them and help them. All right, and they can identify with you and who you are and what you have to offer. So if you are a mom, you want to, maybe you're looking to attract more moms. If you are a single parent, maybe you're looking to attract more single parent. Don't close yourself off and think, oh, that can only attract those people. But like I said, stay true to some of your interests. Think before you post. Think about things that, like I said, that you would want to see. So if you're interested in organization, make a post about home organization, things that you see on Pinterest that inspire you, recipes, movies that you find, funny or entertaining, books, something you take away from a book, your personal development every day. As part of our 3 vital behaviors as a Beachbody coach, your personal development should be one of your posts, something that you take away from something that you're either listening to by podcast or audiobook, or something that you're reading. So, share your aha moments. Share those silly moments with your kids throughout your day. Share a moment of growth or a realization for you. Grocery shopping. These are things of value, things that people want to hear about. They're wondering, when she goes to the grocery store, what is she buying? What does her grocery cart look like? Does she have a hard time keeping up with her housework too? If you own a business other than that, or you have a job outside of Beachbody, you are going to appeal to people who also are in those 9-to-5 jobs, or also owns a local small business, or are also married to doctors, whatever. Okay. So another thing is, your post should feature you. I know, sometimes it's okay to, just grab a motivational quote and, it's a rule with a real pretty scenic picture, but we don't want to make a habit of every single day we're just regurgitating a screenshot that we've taken off of our Instagram or off Pinterest or whatever. Those are great places to find ideas and find great quotes. But think about the fact that people are more attracted to see smiling faces, and they're more attracted to seeing you. So take that quote and maybe put it next to your face in a picture of you, and then post that. And there's great apps to use for doing that. There's Photofy, there's PixArt, there's all sorts of pic collage apps for you to be able to overlay those words. All right, so positivity. You want to make sure that you're not being too negative in all of your posts. People are gonna, really turned off by negative people who, are Debbie Downers, always bringing them down. You want people to be attracted to you. You want them to know that you are a source of positivity and motivation. You are a coach. So if you do, obviously we don't all have perfect days. So when you do have a bad day and you post about, the struggle that you're having, try to, give a positive takeaway. Try to show some kind of positive growth that came out of it, or the upswing that was a result of this. I woke up in a funk, but then God revealed to me this, whatever it was. Or my baby came in and told me this and it cheered me up. End on a positive note, okay? And then timing is sometimes everything. So the way that Facebook works is you're gonna want to make sure that you're kind of you're making your posts when the people that you want to speak to are also on. So think about it. If the majority of the people who follow you also work 9 to 5, when are you usually on Facebook? Well, that's when they usually are. What if you attract mostly moms who have, babies and toddlers at home? Maybe they, your friends all stay up late. So try to think about those things. How does their day normally play out? What does their day normally look like? Post when they would most likely be online. And you might have to play with this. You might have to kind of test it out, test the waters a little bit, and pay attention. That's one good thing about having a public Facebook page in addition to your profile, your personal profile page, is that you have that cool little insights or analytics, so it will show you in your the sort of like a back screen area on your public page when your followers are usually online and they're engaging in your with your posts the most often. But even on your personal profile, you can kind of by trial and error start to pick up on when people are liking and commenting and online the most. And one of the things that I like to look at is you look at the if I'm on my phone, I'll just click over into my online chat area. You know, when you click on the upper right, it opens up a little window, so I see all the little green circles next to all my friends. If I see a whole bunch of them that are online, I might want to go ahead and, you know, make that post that I've been holding on to. But if I look and see that nobody's on and nobody's been on for a long time, then maybe not. Another thing is, you know, think about a few minutes before or just a few minutes after the top of the hour, right? So like 7:50 or 7:55 or 8:03 or 8:10. Think about those times, because usually these are the times when people are coming, going, and waiting on other people in between appointments, okay? All right, they're most likely like pull out their phone and take a look-see at their Facebook notifications before moving on into their next meeting or appointment. All right, the next one is about frequency. Or the next one is frequency. How often are you posting? You want to make sure that you're posting at least at a minimum 3 times a day, and these should sort of follow your 3 vital behaviors that we mentioned before. So you've got your personal development, you've got being your proof that the product works, and you've got your invite, which could also be called share. So you're sharing your you know, something that you love about being a coach, or you're sharing something of value that you get out of being part of your challenge group, or you're sharing about one of the great challengers or great coaches on your team. Okay, and so just a reminder too, if you're not posting at all, you're not discoverable. Nobody knows you're a coach. Nobody knows that you have anything to offer them. So make sure you are posting. So you want to also make sure that your posts are eye-catching. Nothing dark and dingy. You want to try to make sure that it's not too wordy or too busy. If you've got too much going on in the picture, then people don't really know what to focus on, and some of your content will get lost in translation. Make sure your pictures, you want to try to make sure that they're bright, light, clear, clean, crisp, and pleasant to look at. So colorful, you know, obviously sometimes even black and white is great when you contrast it with a gold or metallic, or just one pop of color. So just think of something that's pleasing to the eye. Choose your wording wisely. If you have too much words either on the picture or in the post themselves, then, you know, not every single post needs to be long and lengthy. Sometimes, yes, that's great. You want to tell a story. You want to share your story and who you are, and you know, something meaningful. Sometimes people really get into those, but not when every single one of your posts is like that. Nobody really has time for that, and you'll start to lose some traction that way. So make sure you break it up. Some posts will be light and just 1 or 2 sentences, and then other posts you're telling your story, or you're giving a dialogue about your day. Make bullet points for the longer ones. If you have single line points that you can kind of make, or just make sure that when you're typing it all out there, that you're leaving spaces to break up every 2 or 3 sentences, sort of, so it appears in nice, clear, concise, sort of little paragraphs for people to be able to follow along with. And then always include a call to action at the end, or even the very beginning of your post. So, you know, if you're like, you know, you can say, if you want a lot of people to like your post or to know that they relate to something going on. So let's say you make a post and you say about, you know, a crazy day at work, and you snap a picture and you say, can anybody relate? Like this if you can relate. And or, you know, if you're making an invitation, say comment below if you're interested or would like more information. But that's what a call to action is. You're calling out to the person that you are ideally writing to and asking them to like, comment, or get in touch with you in some sort of way. All right. Don't get discouraged. This is my final note. Don't get discouraged if, you think you've crafted the most awesome post and, you're like, man, this is stellar. I'm going to get so many likes from this, and then crickets. That is so common, especially in the beginning, but don't let it discourage you. It's going to take some time. People want to know that they can count on you. They want to know that you're going to be consistent. They want to know that this is not just a little fluke kind of thing that, you're trying out for a little bit and then it's going to go away. But believe me, before you know it, people are going to start looking forward to seeing your posts when they notice that you are consistently posting content of value that's pleasing to the eye, pleasing to the ears, and reveals more and more of you and who you are, so that they feel that they are truly connected to you. And then they want to follow you everywhere because they really, truly feel that you are friends. And that's where you can really start to form real relationships with people, which is the very foundation of what Beachbody coaching is and what we do in order to really be successful at what we do. So don't get discouraged. The very worst thing you could do is say, oh, I only got 2 likes on that post, and or I got nothing on that one that I made, and then quit and throw it all away. Don't do that. Keep it going. People want to know that they can count on you for value. So that's all I have for you, and I hope that those tips help you in the days and weeks to come. I can't wait to see all of your posts. Be sure to email me if you have any questions. If I can help you in any kind of way, be sure to reach out to me in our Facebook team page, or you can email me and I'll be happy to get on the phone with you. I love you all. Bye.